Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Golden Sun Dark Dawn. In the last episode, we did a couple of side quests by returning back to the Ejai region and getting a few items as well as a couple Jinni, and kind of seeing the aftermath of the grave eclipse happening across the Ejai region, which, spoilers, is just a bunch of death and destruction. It's terrible. But in today's episode, we made stop here in the lower part of Angara, and we are here near the Champa. So we're actually going to go head back to Champa to kind of see how everybody else is doing there. Be able to get a chance for Eoleo to get caught up with his friends and family up here. So without further ado, let's go into Champa here. Home sweet home? Hey, it's Eoleo. When did you get home? Eoleo, it really is you. Eoleo, I heard you were dead. Welcome back. We could use a little cheer right now. Where's Briggs? Ah, about that. Oh, goodness. Didn't he come back with you? I thought he was heading out to rescue you. That ship looks like his. Unfortunately, we got some explaining to do. See, it's like this. And he's telling the villagers of Briggs' fate, unfortunately. So that's what happened. Sounds rough. An honorable pirate to the end. Seems like these warriors of Vales and their kids were a good influence on Briggs. He wasn't always so heroic. So you're gonna go and stop the eclipse now? Thank goodness. Be careful though. Obaba is in the house on the cliff. She has refused to budge from that spot. Alright, let's see who Obaba is. This formidable champion lady is Briggs' grandmother. She is respected and occasionally feared by her countrymen. She is descended from the ancient Ankhol civilization, and she maintains their advanced blacksmithing tradition. So Obaba is Briggs' grandmother, and a couple of people who play the Lost Age know her well. Anyways, that's Obaba. I know you're anxious to get going, but take a short rest first. You'll feel better. So that's pretty much it that we can do here. This isn't actually Champa. You can pronounce it Champa. I've always called it Champa. But Champa is not this town. This is actually a settlement called the Champa Camp. It looks like everybody fled Champa, sorry, I can't get my pronunciations right today. Everybody fled Champa when the eclipse happened, and they kind of made settlement here. So they kind of did the smart thing in a way. But there is a couple of things here in Champa that we need to go and take a look at. If we kind of look in here, there's a cookie inside here. We're going to use that real quick. The cookie, let's use it on probably Eoleo. Eoleo has the least PP, so actually I'm going to go ahead and switch my characters around real quick. We used him in last episode. I'm going to go ahead and use Eoleo because we haven't had a chance to. Karis, let's go ahead and use Amity. I'll switch around characters next episode. And if I do recall, there is an item in the box behind this gentleman right here. Well, not this box, but this box. If I can talk to it. There we go. There's an herb. An herb. And then there's a final item here in a box. Over here by this tree. Has some money, 38 coins. But pretty much everybody in Champa is telling you that they had to kind of flee the town because of the eclipse happening, and it was pretty much killing a lot of people. But Obaba has refused to leave her spot. She's kind of like Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Whenever that tornado was coming, says, "Nope, not getting out of this chair." She kind of did the same thing. She's staying put in Champa, and she means it. There's also a little Ginny. There is a happy Marginny on a coconut. He found a coconut. He's very happy. And he's just, you know, all around very happy little Ginny. But you know what we have to say to that? Screw your fun!
Now that's edgy as fuck!
I love doing that. I feel so bad that I did that, but in a sense, it's really funny. Like, that poor little Ginny is on a coconut. He's all happy and everything because he found food. But you just come over and you just knock him silly with slap and get him stuck in the ground while he's having fun. But you come over here and get him. Anyways, the Marginny Fugue has joined you. It is set to Eoleo. Fugue. This spirit represents a fiery passion of music that is found in Champa. Fugue. I think it's actually Fugu's. Not like fugue. I know it's a musical term, but Fugu's infectious rhythm exhausts foes' mental strength. He's kind of cute. He's really cute. I kind of feel bad that I had to slap him to get him, though. But anyways, we got Fugue here. He fatigues your foe, drop their PP, so that's kind of cool. We had to slap him to get him, though. Now, before we leave the Champa camp and we go over to Champa to find Obaba, there is a couple of things I do want to grab at the item shop. I kind of like researched things a little bit, and I do believe that they have new items here available at the store for you. And, well, not items to buy like these, I mean in the artifact section. If you come over here and look, you got this, I think the silver blade was there before, but I'm not too sure. The new item in particular, that they have new rods. This one in particular, the crystal rod. The crystal rod is a really strong strong weapon, and it actually, what it does is it allows you to cast drown, which can kill some enemies instantaneously, which is kind of cool. So we're gonna go ahead and buy that. I'm gonna equip that. Zodiac wand, I do believe I'm gonna hold on to it right now. I'm gonna see if there's anything else. But there's also, that's pretty much it for weapons. And I'm gonna equip that to Hemi. But, Hemi, give me your Zodiac wand. I want to see how that stacks up with everything else. It does not. Okay, so I can go ahead and sell this thing then. Alright, let's go ahead and sell it. I'm gonna sell the Zodiac wand. Goodbye, Zodiac wand, our last reminder of Briggs, because we found it in this ship. But that's okay. It's gonna go in the artifact section. If I ever want it back later in the game, I can always buy it back. And if we come over here, there's some new items for sale in the artifact section of, I think, these weapons. Yeah, these things are not new, but the artifacts, there's a couple new things. Like the Mysterious Robe, which is a very good item. I'm actually going to go ahead... who can I give that to? I might give that to Karis. Let's go ahead and have her equip that. There we go. I'm not selling the storm gear, and I'll deal with that later. There's also the Mirrored Shield. Not the Mirror Shield from The Legend of Zelda, but the Mirrored Shield. And I'm going to go ahead and buy that. We're going to give that to Eoleo. There we go. And I'm not going to sell the War Gloves just yet. We're going to go ahead and switch some things around. Okay. Aura Glows. Who can benefit from that the most? I guess Karis can. We're going to have to get rid of the Virtuous Amulet. And I'm going to give that to... Let's give that to Reef. There we go. And then finally, what did I have here earlier? Oh, I still have the Lucky Cap I still have to give to someone. Let's give that to, you know, I'll give it to Amity. Amity could use some new stuff. As well as the storm gear, I can give that to... I'll give that to Amity as well. And then I think he has a couple items I can give. Ninja Garb. Who else can have that? Oh, no one can. Okay, so that was probably a good thing that I gave it to him then. Prophet's Hat. Let's give that to Savetta. There we go. Alright, Ninja Garb. I think I've looked at that. Everybody gets like kind of either weak, that's weak kind of stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and sell it then. Let's go and sell the Ninja Garb. That's good stuff. We can always get it back. Silver Armlet. And Vambrins? Did I give that to someone? I think I did. Alright, give that to them. As well as, Did I try looking at the Vambrants? Let me look. Okay, yeah, I did. I must have did that last episode and haven't sold it yet. Alright, let's go ahead and sell it then. Vambrants. It's good having you for a while, but alas, you need to make me money. Okay, so now everybody's kind of like optimized at the moment. But when I say at the moment, because we're about ready to be introduced to a mechanic that is very good, in my opinion, when it comes to weapon stuff. But anyways, Champa is over here. We're gonna hopefully not... I was stuck by luck there. I should have bit my tongue about like, oh, hey, maybe I wouldn't be able to run into any monsters on the way over here. Right before I go into Champa, I run into a monster. So let's go ahead and kill him. Karaskur to level 33. Good. Alright. But now let's head into Champa. Now, Champa is kind of in ruins right now. As you can see, there's a poor unfortunate soul here. Let's actually read his mind real quick. It says, okay, trying to run back to the village to get my things wasn't my best idea. I'd say so, dude. It got you killed. Now, these gentlemen here are brave souls indeed. They said, if the fire goes out, Obaba won't last. We have to keep finding more fuel to keep her safe. So they're trying to produce light in order to keep the monsters away. It says if the old lady would just come down and join the rest of us, she'd be easier to protect. I know. I feel bad for them. The remains of some unfortunate soul. Let's see what he has to say. If only I'd been able to reach that cave under the wharf, I'd been safe there. That's a clue that there's a wharf underneath Champa. We'll be actually taking a look at that here in a little bit. But as of right now, we need to... we need to go in here. That's right. I keep forgetting there's a door entrance right there. Anyways, we come over here, go in this room. And in this jar right here is actually a really good item. It's a water of life. You can never not have enough of those. So, that's a good thing. You can go down upstairs here, but the thing is, though, it is blocked. You cannot move around here. So, this way is pointless. But we need to come out this way. And right here, we'll just have to jump across these columns. As soon as you come here, a little cutscene will activate. I got this one. Used a new psi energy move. My thermal psi energy can create a solid updraft of warm air. Now, I did, unfortunately, kind of screw up a little bit. I already looked at this term before this cutscene happened, so of course it's not going to show up now. But here is thermal psi energy. It says, this fire-based psi energy creates a warm updraft strong enough to lift the user up to an otherwise inaccessible heights. So that's what the thermal psi energy does. I didn't mean to do that, but it was already in my book. When it's already in your encyclopedia whenever Eoleo joins you, so it's fine. Anyways. It doesn't work everywhere, but this is a great spot for like this. So that's kind of a useful psi energy move. You can get on the thermal and it'll rise you up in the air like this. As you can see, Obaba's looking at the... looking outwards already. I'm going to go ahead and cast Growth, because what this is actually doing is creating shortcuts for future visits. There's a reason why they're creating shortcuts here, is because this is probably one of the most places that you're going to come back to a lot during your journey at this point in the game. And you'll understand why here in a little bit. If we look in this jar, there's going to be an oil drop. And I do believe this room down here, it's completely pointless besides this dead soldier here, dead guy here. Let's go ahead and read his mind. He said, if the captain is gone now, maybe I should just get going my own self. Now, it's kind of a little too late for that, dude. You're kind of already dead. But anyways, let's go up here. And before we head anywhere, let's head over here. And if I remember correctly, I don't think... Actually, it's not in this room. Not in this room. These are Briggs's and Obaba's rooms in their house. This is like their home. But we do want to come over here. If we look at this table here, there's a key on it. We want to grab this key, because the reason why is because in the wharf that they mentioned down below, there's a locked door, and the only way you can unlock it is getting that key. Well, let's go upstairs before we head out. If you come in this room, there's another item. If you look in this jar right here, there's a mint. So let's go ahead and use that real quick. Mint, we're going to increase speed, our agility. Tyrell has the lowest agility, so we're going to give it to him. But right here is kind of a cool little throwback to the Lost Age. This is where you made the Trident of Ankhol, which was used to destroy Poseidon in the Lost Age. So this is actually kind of a cool little throwback. You can actually see the forge which they made the Trident that used to defeat Poseidon. But anyways, let's head outside. Great-grandma. That voice. Eoleo? And friends. Well, well. Here I thought you'd been captured by beastmen, and it turns out you were just out making friends. Wait. You? Hello, Obaba. Obaba looks closely at Creighton. I haven't seen you in 30 years. Yes, the old man. I remember you. Cradle or something? But you look the same as you did then. How can that be? It's Creighton. Actually, it's also a long story. Before you guys get started, I got something I gotta say. Can I say my piece? I don't know. It sounds like I'm not gonna like it, but I suppose I'll find out eventually anyway. During the battle in Morgul, Dad... This is really sad, really. Briggs put up a good fight. Yeah, he sure did, Great-Grandma. So he's gone ahead of me. Seems your Obaba is doomed to unhappiness. I suppose I'll be following him soon enough. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to when I see him. Now, Creighton, you were exposed to the golden sun, and now you can't age. Does that sum it up? Well, yes. To live so long and bones already old, I don't envy your gift. So who are the rest of you? Probably a ragtag group of scrappy heroes out to stop this nasty eclipse, eh? Good. As the old man can tell you, I have a knack with fire in the forge. If you find any interesting materials, bring them to me, and I'll make you a gear that you can't get anywhere else. I'm going too, Great-Grandma. See you around. I thought as much. Good luck. What just happened is we unlocked Obaba's forge. You remember those items that we got, like the Zol Cube, the Mithril Silver, that we got a couple episodes, well, we even got one last episode. This is what it's used for. These items can be turned into really, really good gear. And I mean best gear. This can be turned into possibly the best weapons in the game. Weapons and armor, I should say. So, I'm going to be putting a link in the description of this video of all the things you can make out of all these forgeable materials. There's going to be some in that on the page that we haven't gotten yet, but fear not, we're going to get those later in the game. But as of right now, you have access to probably the best thing to make the best weapons. But as of right now, I'm going to ignore her for right now because I'm going to be coming back later. The thing is with Obaba is it doesn't determine what she... Like, once you give her the item, it's a random chance out of all the items that she could possibly make you, what she gives you. All you have to do is you have to give it to her, and then leave the map and come back, and she makes it. Thing is, though, like I said, it's just randomly generated what she gives you. So you don't know. So what I'm going to have to do in turn is I'm going to have to save beforehand and kind of just like soft reset every time she doesn't give me the thing I want. And I have to do it until I get the items I want. I'll be showing off when I get those, but I'll do that at the end of the episode. That's going to be post-commentary. But as of right now, that's her in a nutshell. Now, if you come down here south of Champa, you'll find that wharf that they mentioned earlier. And if you come in here, all the way in the back, there's going to be a door that's locked. Right here. It says it's locked. But we did get a key. So let's go ahead and use that. Alright, as soon as you come in here, you have access to a treasure room. A really pitiful treasure room. And I mean that. We got 8 coins from one of the treasure chests. We got 88 coins from one chest. And we got 6 coins from a chest. That's terrible. That's like, why did you lock your treasure room when all you had was like less than 100 gold altogether? Well, there's a reason why. Let's push this column all the way into this hole. And now let's cast thermal on this fire. As soon as you do that, and you jump up here, it'll take you up to the upper portion of this treasure room. And inside this treasure chest is something called Orichalcum. Orichalcum is the best forgeable material in the entire game. It will make the best weapons in the entire game, best armor in the game. So you already have access to probably something that's the best thing in the game. I wouldn't say it's the best, like, the forgeable sword that you can make with it. It isn't the best sword in the game, but it's a really, really good late game sword. But the thing is, though, I'm not going to make that. What I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be making Eoleo's best weapon he can have with it. It's a giant axe called the Herculean sword. Or, Herculean axe, I'm sorry. Herculean axe. I'm going to be making that. But I'm going to hold off for that for right now. There's a couple of things I want to do before we get to getting those items. There's a couple spots on the world map, and I'm going to go ahead and get it while we're out doing it. There's a couple spots on the world map that actually are like parts of the water you can look up and you can find items in. And there's also a Genie we want to go after. Let's go after the Genie first, before we go looking for these items. The reason why is because these items are also forgeable material that we can get right now. I kind of figured I'll go ahead and do most of my forging stuff in this episode until I get more stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get most of this stuff out of the way so that it can all be contained in one episode. Sacred Feather wore off. Okay, let's go ahead and use them. Tyrell's the one that had him. Okay, let's go ahead and use that. There we go. Alright, so first things first, we're actually going to head to get a Djinni. We have access to a Djinni. If you get close to a certain island that's north of the Champa mainland, there is a island that's covered by spires, and you have the only way you can access it is by going and getting in a tornado. Amatigur level 31. Okay, good. You have to get on access to a tornado. I'm gonna pull up my map and I'm gonna point to where this island is. It's right here. So we're gonna head towards that, and we're gonna get sucked up by the tornado in order to gain access to this island. See, this is the island right here. But you have to look around for a tornado. And I might have to wait for a little bit. It loops. So give me just a second and we'll gain access to that tornado. Okay, I can hear it. There it is. Okay. As soon as you get in the tornado and sucked up, the ship's gonna fly around. You're like, oh my gosh, I got stuck in the tornado. What it's gonna do is it's gonna spit you out on this island. This island is actually an optional dungeon. It is called Otka Island, and we only have access to the first floor of it. We won't be able to gain access to it until very, very late game. But as of right now, we're going to cast our Search Psi Energy to reveal a hidden block. This is how you use your Search Psi Energy whenever you see these little sparkles. You're going to go ahead and cast Search on them. And we can actually, I do believe, come around here and we can get this Djinni. Unfortunately, he's not going to be happy to see us, or he's going to fight us. So let's go ahead and rock his world a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast... Am I summoning? No. I'll just go ahead and attack. Let's go ahead and just attack him. We'll be alright. Double attack! I'm going to cast Storm Ray. Amati attacks. Mastered the Yibo's Snipe Shot. Cool. Let's go ahead and finish him off here. Cast Storm Ray. Snipe Shot! Okay, he mastered Berserk Rush on the axe. That's kind of cool. Alright, there we go. Felled the Jupiter Djinni. Svetiger level 32. Okay, cool. This Djinni has now joined us. Now, this is how you're going to get this Djinni normally, because, well, we can't gain access to this optional dungeon until later. The Jupiter Djinni Lol has joined you and set to Amati. The musical spirit is found on the island in the Otka Sea. Lol's song is comforting and causes combatants to have trouble continuing the battle. So, in layman's terms, he ends the turn. That's all he does. Lol is kind of really cool if you want to kind of use him to kind of skip the enemy's turn in a way. To kind of prevent yourself from dying in one hit. So, I'm actually, now that we have Lol, I think we have all the Jupiter Djinni in the game. Yeah, we have all the Jupiter Djinni in the game right now. There's 18 of each type, and we have 18 Jupiter Djinni. So, yay, we finished one of them. Alright, so we're going to cast Search again on this thing. We're going to come over here and get this treasure chest. Alright, let's go ahead and grab it. Inside's another forgeable item. Quality Zol! So it's kind of a good thing we made this trip because we're gonna... Good lord, we're gonna need it. Tyrell has 3. Let's go ahead and give him the rest of them. Alright, so that's all we can do in Otka Island right now. If you look at this door, I'm gonna go ahead and show this off because, well, this is kind of an important door. It says on this door, The door is carved with a sun crest, with an opening with a sword-like sized keyhole. Perhaps something goes in it. This is a key item that we won't get until literally the very end of the game. So keep in mind that this exists. Alright, so there's going to be a lot of optional dungeons that are locked behind this keyhole that you'll see. But we won't have access to it. I know a lot of people usually do it post-game, do these optional dungeons post-game, but you can actually go ahead and do them whenever you get the item. You don't have to wait until after you beat the game in order to do it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that, because why not, right? Anyways, as soon as you get back on your boat, the tornado is going to spit you back out into the water. Now, there's a couple of spots on the world map that I need to go investigate because there's more forgeable materials. I'm going to be cutting until we get to there, and I'll show you their locations. But there's 3 spots in the water that give you items that are forgeable materials. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, so I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, our first major spot is actually the place where I saw it in the last episode. I didn't grab the item, but here it is on the map. This is where the first spot is. So if you keep looking right here, it says there's something shining down like that. It was an alarm on that. It was a fish. Where you need to look in particular is you need to look in a certain spot. Whoa, the boat just rocked violently. Almost fell right out. Wow. This is kind of a picky spot. Peered in the shallows. There's something down there. As soon as you get it, there's a rusty sword right there. So this is where this item forges into the sword that is called the... I'm so sorry if I butcher this name. The Kikuechi Manji sword. Hope I said that right. This sword forges into that. So that's what it is. All these items forge into a set weapon. They don't have random luck like the other forgeable materials. So if you find these, this is what it's going to forge into. Alright, so I'm going to cut until we get to the next spot. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, this is our next spot on our list here. It is on the very edge of the world map here. It's on the very edge of Gaia Falls. This is the spot right here. So we're going to be looking, I think, at this spot right here, appeared in the shallows. There's something down there. This is another rusty sword. This sword forges into the rune blade. So this is what it's going to forge into. So anyways, I'm going to get to the last spot. There's 3 spots on the world map that are like this. We're going to go to the last spot. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, the last spot here is on this map. It's very north. Very north. It's up north. And it's actually in the Eclipse area. So we're going to go ahead and look in the shallows. There's something down there. And with that, we got the old mace. This item forges into the Thanos mace. This is a very, very good mace to have. So this is what it forges into. Now that we have gotten all the items on the world map, we're gonna take a beeline back to Champa, and I'm actually going to go ahead and start forging my materials. All right, now that we're back in Champa, we can actually start giving our forgeable material that we have to Obaba here. What I would strongly suggest, now that we've made this shortcut, we don't have to go and play around and through the buildings and everything. We can talk to her, and she'll say, "You got some pretty rare materials there. If you want some metalwork done, I'm your woman. Who you want me to work for?" Okay, yeah, you can give your metals and stuff to her at this time. Pretty much all the old items that you got, plus the forgeable materials like the Orichalcum, the Mithril Silver, and the Zol, Quality Zol. So you can use these and actually use them. I'm actually going to go ahead and give her this sword. You want me to rework the rusty sword? Yes. Yes, I can definitely polish this up nicely. So what she does is she goes in her room. You can follow her and go up here and she'll be at her forge. But she'll tell you, she says she's working, see? He says, patience, you can't rush a job like this. Come back later. See, she's using her ancient Ankhol blacksmithing tradition, or the techniques to kind of forge the materials here. She made the powerful Poseidon Trident, which was used to destroy Poseidon. I did not mean to do that. Goodness gracious, I didn't mean to slide down there. I meant to go down the vine. But, anyways, what you do is you simply just have to leave Champa off the world map and then come right back. Now, I'm using these rusty weapons because I know what they're going to turn into. They're kind of set pattern. So they'll come back, they'll change into the sword that I want. They'll turn into the weapons I want. And if these weapons are not, you know, your liking, you can always sell them for a very good profit. So that's a good thing about it. Then when she talks up, it says, your new gear is ready. Take it with you as you go. And now that I've got the Kuki Kamanji sword, I can actually use that. Let's go ahead and equip that. I want to see if that's stronger than my great axe right now, but definitely. Ooh, that's stronger from Mr. Tyrell here. I might have to hold on to that, but I'll do that later. What I'm going to be doing, and I'll be doing this post-commentary, is I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be forging my materials, but the thing is, though, for a lot of these, like I said, the materials are not set in stone what they're going to turn into. There's random, it's a random number generator that picks what item you have off of a list. So what I strongly suggest is you save your game when you go and before you give Obaba your material, because if she forges it into something you don't want, you can just reset your game and then try again and get the stuff that you want. This is the only way in order to effectively get the stuff that you want. So I'm going to end it here for right now. When we come back in Golden Sun, Dark Dawn, we are actually going to be heading over to Tanfan, which is the capital of Sana. We're actually going to go back to the main story a little bit. So with that, I will see you guys in the next episode.